Okay, so I thought I would do a video of saying what I have done. So, let's see. I have held a baby alligator before. I have been in a cage with 3 kangaroos before. Let's see. I have been in a cage of some wolves playing catch. It was very sweet, like dogs. I would throw a dog toward it, come back and bring it back to me. Let's see. I've heard a baby alligator, wolves. I have been seeing little baby tigers before. I've heard a hedgehog. Gotta be careful. I was always scared of hold of hedgehog, but they showed me how to hold a hedgehog. I've heard a lemur. We have heard hold that I have held a baby kangaroo. I have held a medium kangaroo. Let's see. I have heard a lot of things, different animals. I love animals. So, let's see. Yeah. I would never hold a snake, honestly. I was actually going to hold a snake, but I'm like, no. But let's see. I've heard a lot of animals. Let's see. I'm trying to think of animals that I would want to hold if I ever got the opportunity to. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. Make me a bucket list of other animals that I have to hold. The kangaroos. Okay. Well, first let's talk about alligator. I know we'll talk about kangaroos. Alligators, you have to hold their mouth shut very tightly. I mean, it was a baby it was a baby alligator, but you make sure you close their, I have stuff on my hands from crafting, but you have to hold their mouth very, very good because they're going to, try to snap at you. So make sure you hold the alligator mouth shut. It was a baby, but still hold the mouth shut. And then, let's see, the kangaroo, okay, all the weight is in their butts and the tails. I'm serious. It's like, they're very, bottom heavy, I guess. That would be the right word to use, because all the weight is in their butt and their tail. And their tail is the strongest thing, because that's, but, yeah, I have a parrot, but I have heard other parrots before. I have to think about what I would want to hold. I've heard turtles. I've had turtles. I've had hamsters. Teddy bear hamsters. There's always a hamster I liked to have. What? Oh, Mom was saying Bella. You guys know I had Bella. I'm not talking about my animals. I'm talking about, when we go to the zoos and stuff. That's when she said, Bella. You guys know about monkey. I've held a monkey, but I'm talking about, when we go to, animal rescue places or just zoos and stuff, and, I hold over time, but, yeah. Yeah, I have had a hamster, so I still have a parrot. I did have a monkey, and we have dogs. It was funny. I'll tell you one story. So my grandpa bought this dog to our house when we lived in Cradle, and he just found it on the side of the road, so he brought it to us. Well, his owner, because we had a chain link fence, saw his dog, and he said, "That's all my dog." And he got lost. I said, "Well, we're sorry. We just on the side of the road somewhere else. My grandpa bought it to us, so so I said, we gave it back to him, and he said, well, we didn't want it to be hungry, and anyway, but it was so funny because he was sign language, that dog, and the dog ran up to him, jumped on him, and it was funny because a couple of days ago, it kept getting in, before he came, it kept getting in the trash can. And Mama kept telling him, quit getting in the trash, and it would never do it. So once we figured out that he was dead, it was really, really funny. Really funny, because he would not understand anything Mom was saying to him. It was a white boxer. Apparently a lot of white boxers are all dead. But it was just really, really funny. Really, really funny, because we didn't know him. It was just, you just had to been there. It was funny. But, that's all the animals I have held. I think I've held it. Have I held a ferret? I might have held a ferret at Petco. I'm not for sure, though. Maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, them are all the animals I've held. I'll have to think about all the animals I want to hold in the future. Oh, I also almost get peed on by a tiger. If you ever go to the zoo, even though you're behind the spot that they say to stay at, tiger, I know this is not what people want to hear about them peeing schedule, but listen, tigers pee straight back. I don't get it, but they pee straight back, and I almost got peed on. So, keep distance even behind the sign. But it is kind of neat that tigers pee straight back. How? I don't know. We're going to have to Google that. I just don't know. Oh, and did you know the male seahorses, the ones has babies? That's funny. And they do a lot of babies really fast. So, alright, I'm just going to get on here real fast, say hi, and catch up, and talk about the animals that I've held before. And I'm going to have to think about what animals. I've seen a camel, too, but I didn't hold a camel. And I've seen elephants, but I didn't hold an elephant. Yeah. Okay, bye, guys. Bye, rabbit asses.